Good afternoon, it's Mike Barnes, the financial first responder. Hey, if you're not a member of the channel yet, please like and subscribe. Hopefully everybody's doing well on this fine day. I would like to say that today is going to be a special day because I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things that were on my mind. Starting with Tuesday, I would probably say that Tuesday is where you start to get your stride in the week. So if we had to use Tuesday as an acronym, we'd be looking at our talent, we'd be looking at our uniformity, we'd be looking at our excitement, we'd be looking at our superb nature, we'd be looking at being deliberate, and we would be looking at abundance, and of course, that why. Staying young. So, now we're going to go with some financial topics. So Tuesday, for some of y'all, you might not have filed your taxes for 2024. This is a reminder. Taxes are due if you did the extension by October the 15th. It's always 4 or 5 months, If it's April 15th, that would be May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months, 6 months prior to the actual start of the year. There we go. So, taxes come first. Pay your taxes, people. U, since we're talking about Tuesday, the U stands for understanding your financial position. The E stands for earning extra income. The S stands for serving others. The D stands for deliberately helping your family financially. The A stands for accumulating assets, and the Y stands for yes, you can. You can do this. So with that said, let's talk a little bit. As a financial first responder, I find that with some clients, some of the things that they look at as important is probably not the same for other clients. We make the assumption that everybody has the same desires or concerns. That's not true. What we do know is this, that everybody has a financial situation that they need to have taken care of or resolved. I was talking to a potential client earlier today, and we were talking about strategies on how to use life insurance. Not for the death benefit, but for savings, actually. And it was a great conversation because I've known this gentleman, to be exact, since 1996, a little bit before then. So, long time. And we've done business with each other over the years. And, like anything, when we have a new idea or a new opportunity, we talk to each other. So, talking to him about some options. His daughter is in college. My sons are in college. They all grew up around the same time frame. So we're getting used to being empty nesters. And so we talked about some of the benefits that we have moving forward now that our children are out the house. But needless to say, we were talking about life insurance. Now, some of y'all are probably like, life insurance. Does that mean somebody had to die? Right? Whether you know it or not, you can use life insurance to actually save at a higher rate than you can in a bank. Matter of fact, most banks actually use life insurance to raise capital or to earn interest. They pay you less than 1% and they'll make anywhere from 4 or 5% on that money. And I know you're probably saying, well, that's only 4 or 5%. No, that's actually 400 to 500%. Especially if the money is being used and then they're loaning it out. It's probably more than that. So, of course, we were talking about strategies about that. We were talking about our favorite topics, real estate, franchises, and other stuff. Because this person is very accomplished and I'll just say it like this. He is probably a young millionaire compared to most our age. But he's very conservative in what he does. So there's that. Now, we talked about taxes. Taxes can either benefit you or they can hurt you, depending on what type of properties you have. If it's just your principal resident and you're paying property taxes, probably not so much. But when you own rental properties, that stuff changes how much tax you actually pay. Now, I don't know if you know that, but that's true. Now, when we talk about the you, understanding your situation. Understanding your situation financially is a big issue in most communities. I used to call it the have and have nots, because there were people who had more because they knew how to do more with their money. And then there were some people that were have nots, not because they couldn't have it, but they mismanaged what they had. So we're not talking about poor and rich people, we're talking about concepts. Then the E, everybody should understand their money and how it is used as a tool. The S, you should share that wisdom with your children. The D, you should use debt properly. There's a such thing as good debt and bad debt. Some of y'all, your debt consists of the things you drive, the things you wear, the things you find true and dear to your heart. Stuff. In fact, most wealthy people don't have a lot of stuff. Now that our children are considerably gone most of the time, we're in the process of decluttering and getting rid of stuff that we don't use. I want you to try something. Depending on if you live in a house, apartment, townhouse, whatever. See how much stuff is in your closet that you haven't worn in a year. That's what I've been tasked to do. And if you haven't worn it and you can't wear it because you gained some weight, you have one or two options. Put yourself on a 30-day or a 60-day or a 90-day journey, or maybe you do 75 hard. Lose the weight and wear the clothes. If not, give the clothes away to your local church, Goodwill, or, maybe the veterans donation box. Somewhere. Give the clothes away to somebody who can use them, who can wear them. Because guess what? They're sitting in your closet and they're not doing you any good anyway. That's first thing. So start with your closet. Then I want you to go around your desk and some of your areas that you frequent most likely in your house and just start shredding paper. Now, key point. If you don't have a shredder in your house and you throw your bill, you think if you tear stuff up and put it in the trash can, they can't read it. You're wrong. You need to shred your bills. You need to shred important information that you no longer need. You could buy a iCloud, scan everything to the cloud, go from there. Or you can keep a file with a lock with the important papers and still scan. But anything that is not needed, get rid of it. You will find that you think better, you feel better, because when you come home, you're not in chaos. Hey, we talked about accumulation. Some of y'all are accumulating stuff. I want you to start accumulating some assets. Assets pay. An asset is not, ladies, is not your favorite purse. Unless you're getting paid to advertise the purse. And then why? What I want you to do is I want you to start looking for younger people that you can mentor. Could be your children, could be your nieces and nephews, could be someone that needs a brother or sister or uncle or aunt or a mom or a father figure in their life. See who you can mentor, a younger person. Look, this is Mike Barnes, the Financial First Responder. Please like and subscribe my channel. I appreciate you taking this ride with me as I go to the gym. I just wanted to give you some quick notes on some things you could do for Tuesday. Because Tuesday is a wonderful day. Just understand, you determine how you live and what type of life you will have. So, have a great day. God bless.